Hello Libra, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me. Andy here. Let's do 3 card tarot for you guys in this video. Okay, so I'm shuffling now my tarot in Wonderland deck, which is all ready to rock and roll. Well, there's a good one flashed up there, Ace of Cups. We'll have that as a significator, I think, Libra. Okay, so is there balance coming? I rather hope so, because it's a particularly Libran thing, but it's actually a particularly everyone thing when you think about it, because people who've got no balance in their lives at all crave it. And, it's really important thing to everyone. So we'll take the Ace of Cups as our significator card for this reading, Libra. Okay, being a Cups card, it's water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy around. And since we're almost certainly looking at love here, because it's the Ace of Cups, it's our longings, it's our desires. Let's focus in that direction. Let's look that way. There are some pink clouds in the sky and they're all facing the right way. Also, I get a feeling of loyalty around this card. It's not part of its traditional meaning, but remember those who have been loyal to you in the past. So what's the first card, Libra? And it is the Sun, number 19, Major Arcana. So this is big things, big things happening. Not necessarily big changes in you and who you are, Libra, but big changes in where you're going. The changes in who you are have been happening for some time, and this card, which I know we've had the Ace of Cups, but that was a significator. This is the first of the 3 card spread, and so this is sort of where we are now, maybe in our minds more than in reality, but if it's there in mind, sooner or later it'll become real, because thoughts have a way of doing that, do they not? So Alice here, right, she's still showing as a small child, really, because she's so much smaller. But she's sitting with the 2 queens there because she's welcome to do so, because she has actually done a lot of learning. This is number 19, so it's pretty close to the end, the culmination, the final kind of climactic point of the Major Arcana. So we're looking at close to completion. We've got sunflowers everywhere, fertility, as well as the golden sun, which is shining beautifully in the background, but it's a little bit misty in front of the sun there. So it's not necessarily a clear path, but that's why Alice is sitting with the 2 queens there. Right. So let's say, tell me some more about that card, the Sun. Just tell me some more about that in this reading for the sign of Libra, which I'm doing in June 2019, but the best time to watch these readings, friends, is when you're drawn to watch them, okay? So if you're watching in the future, good one. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope it teaches you something. Might do. It usually does. It teaches me something anyway. Okay, so what's the middle card of this 3 card tarot spread for Libra? No, we're not on that one yet, because I was asking for more significance, wasn't I? Right, get your ducks in a row, Andy. So telling us some more about number 19, the Sun, is number 9, the Hermit. So we're looking at taking a step back there in the numerology of it, most certainly. But 9, it's close to completion in a very similar way to the way 19 is. It's kind of, we've got to go back a little bit, because the Hermit card, it really is about retreating from the world and just kind of letting your thoughts wash over you. Perhaps being a little meditative would do no harm. Bit of meditation is always good. A lot of people feel they can't meditate. Because they'll kind of try and meditate and they'll just keep kind of thinking about really the nuts and bolts of life, the little details. Have I got enough food in? Who's coming to dinner? Any kind of thing. Is the car broken? It could be anything. But those little details tend to come in and we feel they're getting in the way of meditation. But in a way, right, the first gift of meditation is to let us know that we've got too many of these things going on in our lives and they're becoming, we're becoming too much kind of controlled by small details that we could have different if we wanted to. That is really the joy of taking a step back and going into meditation and just having a quiet time where it's just you and you think to yourself about things. Now, Alice is waving rather sadly to the knight as he retreats. Waving the hanky as if she's rather sad to see him go. She will see him again, though. That's the thing, and sometimes when we want to retreat from the world, some people don't really want to let us go. And it's not just about retreating from the world. It's all necessary to help us get forward with this, the main first card in the reading, number 19, the Sun. It's to help us make that change, because the thing is, right, Alice is sad to see the last of him. And in a way, she's seeing the last of one side of him because she's on a journey into womanhood. And when she sees him again, she'll be grown up, feelings will be different, things will be different. Is that your love life, Libra? Maybe you've got to let someone go. Yeah. I feel particularly male energy, the man in your life has maybe just got to go for a short time, but you learn so much. You'll be up, you'll be further forward, you know, and you'll be actually ready to make progress from the sun here, which is a great place to be in. The only way is up. I mean, that's true when you're right at the bottom of the pile, but when you've got the sun, still the only way is up, really. It's a long way down, it's true, but when you get to the sun, things are going up, things are going forward. So let us have card number 2 of the 3-card spread, please. The heart of the matter, if you will. This middle card often points to where we're going with things, rather where we are with things, rather than where we're going with things. And that is so true because the Hanged Man has come up. He's hanging upside down there. What number is he? He is number 12. I can never remember. He's number 12 though anyway. And he comes in before the devil because the devil is when things really get moving, get started. I don't mean that in the sense of kind of Satan and evil and all that kind of thing. The devil card really when it comes up, which this isn't by the way, when it comes up it just means, you know, things are going to move. Nothing is going to be the same, you know, change is coming. Well, we've already seen that in the way the Hermit plays into the Sun card here. But the Hanged Man, you know, it's waiting. It's putting off card number 1. It's putting this off, the journey that goes forward from here. Because we're not sure about it. I mean, for good reasons, I'm sure. You know, nobody does things or doesn't do things unless there's some kind of good reason behind it somewhere in the picture. Okay, but the Hanged Man, he's just not going anywhere. He's not too bothered about things. It's kind of easier just to hang there, really. The blood's probably rushing to his head, but he's the Mad Hatter, so maybe he enjoys that. Who knows? Okay, let's ask. Tell me some more, please, about the Hanged Man in this reading for the sign of Libra. Some more, please, about the Hanged Man for Libra in this reading. A little bit more, please, to tell us about the Hanged Man for Libra. And we've got another ace. It's the Ace of Pentacles this time. Now, Pentacles, they kind of sum up all the energy, really. I'm actually thinking of Swords energy for some reason. But the 5 points of the pentagram in the Pentacles are showing like earth, air, fire and water under the control, under the guidance, the dominion, if you will, of God, angels, the higher realms, the universe, whichever way you want to see it. But that is, you know, under the control of what is outside of our world, what's outside of our immediate understanding of things. And that's why I thought of Swords, no doubt, actually, because it's, you know, it's things we don't understand, things that get us thinking, not so much making decisions, but, you know, thinking about which way do we want future decisions to be going, you know, it's really deep, nitty-gritty stuff here. Okay, so the Hanged Man is there, but look, alchemy is really very strongly possible with the Ace of Pentacles, so that is what the Hanged Man really, let's put them both together, that is what the Hanged Man is ignoring, really. The fact that all this alchemy could happen, that good things could be possible. And in a sense, you know, when we get the Ace of Pentacles, the magic is already beginning to happen because we got this cake here with kind of fruits and a Tudor rose on it. All looking very positive, quite sort of oldie worldy charm about that as well. So we could even look back to the past a bit with the Pentacles. It's not a bad thing to look back to the past, you know. It's just to remember that it's old news. You know, sometimes I find an old newspaper and it's good to read it and just have a bit of nostalgia for the way things were when I first got that newspaper. Yeah, it's just, I don't think you have to cut things out of your life, absolutely, because you're on the spiritual path. Quite the opposite, really, because everything that's in your life is there for some kind of reason. Even if the reason is that you've got to learn to stop doing it or change or something. But it is all learning. It is all forward motion. Okay, so I'm shuffling again and I'm asking for the final card, the last of the 3 cards in this spread for the sign of Libra, please. And what we've got here is the Page of Swords. Now then, love is indicated all over the place here with the Page of Swords. Look, he is covered in hearts. He is a white rabbit and he's got 2 ears like so many creatures have, but I'm seeing Gemini energy in there somehow. Okay, the Swords is actually, and it's an air sign card, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm really saying Gemini energy in this one for you guys, Libra. Okay, so affairs of the heart here. The Page of Pentacles is certainly bringing love. Because that's what the Page of Pentacles brings. He's not the most experienced of pages, though. You know, the other pages tend to be a bit more wise. He's kind of quite young, quite an unbridled energy. And if you want to really enlist his help, you've got to take the scroll out of his hand, read it for yourself, okay, and make a decision. Yeah, so we're stepping away from the Hanged Man. We haven't really seen where we're going yet, except to say that the good stuff's already started. And we are on a journey to much, much better things. But he's the Page of Swords, you know. Our affairs of the heart holding you up. Because what can happen sometimes is you can be kind of so loved up that you give up on it. And then you kind of miss the love that's knocking at the door. Or is it knocking at the door? Who knows? Different strokes for different folks, Libra. I've got to say that about all these readings, really. So many people watch them. And I'm so grateful that so many people watch these videos these days. It's wonderful to get the word out. So many people watch them. Could be different things for different people. Okay, but the bottom line here is we've gone from the Sun, where everything's looking positive, to the Hanged Man, where we're just hanging about, right into the, excuse me, right back into the Page of Swords, where it's looking loved up and it's looking really positive. But decisions. And what is going on with the scroll? What are we going to read in the scroll? Got to look back through our thoughts, really, for that one. Again, it depends very much who we are. But somewhere in there, somewhere in the subconscious mind, we are being governed by images that kind of go way back to early childhood. Things we can't entirely remember. So I've asked for a card to tell me some more, please, about the Page of Swords in this reading for Libra. And what we've got, very much Leo energy here. Look, the Knight of Wands. Isn't he ever full of Leo energy? Wands, fire sign, symbolise fire signs more than anything. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're really looking at Leo energy here, though, Libra. Okay, and I'm actually, I feel Aries energy as well. A little bit strict there, you know, because the Knight of Wands can do great things in terms of moving things forward, getting progress happening. Actually, progress coming out of life as it is now, without having to kind of add anything or taking anything away. We can actually move forward when we see this card, but we've got to be straight with ourselves. We've got to play up to the lion a bit. He's a Leo. He likes to be kind of seen. He likes to be heard, and he likes to be listened to as well. But play up to him a bit there, and he brings very good energy for moving forward. Look at that horse. Look at all this kind of direction and energy and momentum in that horse. So things could be moving with momentum, because he's come up around the Page of Swords there, and he really is the energy that we need to actually get things, you know, go from the out there thoughts of the swords to the practical progress of the wands, and he's right there ready to get things going. Let's just return to the first card of the spread again. No, not the first card of the spread. The first card that came out, the significator, the Ace of Cups. Longings, desires, it's all there for the taking. Is the cup full? Is the cup empty? Different strokes for different folks. I'll say it again. This is fluid energy, guys. It applies itself to everyone in a different way. But look how positive that is. If the cup's empty, it's going to be full. If the cup's full, so much the better. Let's hope it, well, you know, let's actually hope it does overflow. That'd be rather good. Nice pink high heart chakra coloured clouds there. All looking very positive. And the waterfall says we'll be grounded, we'll be protected if we only ask for it. Okay, Libra, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate everyone who's watching the vids and subscribing. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. Do tap the bell. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Peace.